Your brain is sabotaging you right now, and you don't even realize it. Every time you need to choose between two simple things, what clothes to wear, which coffee to order, which series to watch, your brain panics like it's running from a predator. And the strangest part is that this reaction isn't a bug, it's a feature. It was programmed millions of years ago to keep you alive, but now it's leaving you paralyzed in front of a menu. Imagine your ancestor 50,000 years ago. He woke up in a cave and had a real decision to make: hunt north or south. That choice could mean food or death. His entire body mobilized. Adrenaline, cortisol, all his attention focused on that moment. Because making a mistake wasn't just uncomfortable, it was fatal. The brain that could make quick, precise decisions under pressure was the brain that passed its genes forward. The indecisive ones didn't survive to tell the story. If you're here with me discovering why your brain works this way, you've probably felt this paralysis before. Maybe you like exploring the hidden stories behind human behavior, evolution, and the instincts we still carry. If so, subscribe to the channel. Let's uncover together why we do the things we do. But let's get back to the problem. Your ancestral brain didn't evolve to choose between 47 types of yogurt. It evolved to make decisions that mattered, decisions where the cost of being wrong was high. And here's the detail almost nobody notices: your brain can't tell the difference between an important decision and a trivial one. To your brain, every decision activates the same alarm system. You're choosing which shoes to put on. Your brain thinks you're deciding whether to fight or flee. Scientists discovered something fascinating studying people with damage to the prefrontal cortex, the brain region responsible for decisions. These people could make choices quickly, but their lives were chaos. They couldn't plan, couldn't consider consequences. It seemed like the fast decision system was useless without the deep analysis system. But when you activate both at the same time for a simple decision, what happens? Paralysis. Your brain wants to run and wants to think simultaneously. And that's when something unexpected happened in evolutionary history. As humans began living in larger groups, decisions became more complex. It wasn't just you and nature anymore. Now there was politics, hierarchy, reputation. Getting a social decision wrong could get you kicked out of the group, and being kicked out of the group was basically a death sentence. So your brain developed a new layer of analysis. It started considering not just the outcome of the decision, but what other people would think about you because of it. What makes this even stranger is that this social analysis layer never turned off. Even when you're alone choosing a coffee, your brain is thinking about how that choice will look to others. Do you pick the expensive coffee because it seems more sophisticated? Or the cheap one to seem humble? Your brain is running social simulations while you just want something hot to drink. This detail seems small, but it changed everything. Because now you have three decision systems competing at the same time. The fast, instinctive system that wants to act now. The analytical system that wants to consider all the variables. And the social system that wants to know what others will think. When you need to make an important decision, these three systems work together. But when the decision is trivial, they clash. Your instinct says one thing, your analysis says another, and your social concern says a third. But there was a problem evolution never predicted. In ancestral life, trivial decisions didn't exist. You didn't have 47 types of yogurt. You had food or you didn't. You had shelter or you didn't. Every decision had real weight. But modern life created a world where 99% of your decisions don't matter. And your brain doesn't know how to handle that. It keeps treating the choice of which series to watch like it's a survival question. And here's where the past starts showing up inside modern life clearly. You don't feel decision fatigue because you're weak or indecisive. You feel it because your brain is using all its processing power for something that should be automatic. Every trivial decision burns real mental energy. Scientists call this ego depletion. The more decisions you make, the less mental energy you have for the next ones. That's why you can make important decisions in the morning, but by evening you can't even choose what to eat. The most surprising part comes now. Some of the most successful people in the world solved this problem in a really simple way. They eliminated trivial decisions. Steve Jobs wore the same clothes every day. Mark Zuckerberg too. Not because they were eccentric, but because they understood that every decision you don't make is mental energy you can use for something that really matters. They hacked their own ancestral brain. But this reveals a cost that modern life brought. Our ancestors had less freedom of choice, but also less paralysis. They had fewer options, but more clarity. Modernity gave us infinite freedom, but our brain didn't evolve to handle infinite options. It evolved to choose between 2 or 3 real things. When you have 47 options, your brain simply gives up. And that's the bigger truth this reveals. You're not indecisive. Your brain is just really good at what it was programmed to do. It was programmed to make decisions that matter, under pressure, with limited information. Modern life put it in a world where nothing matters and everything is information. It's like putting a hunter in a supermarket and expecting him to feel at home. Next time you freeze choosing between 2 simple things, remember this. Your brain isn't broken. It's working perfectly. It's just fighting a world it wasn't made to understand. And maybe, just maybe, the solution isn't to think more. Maybe it's to think less.